Battlefield 3 came out October 25th, 2011, 6 years ago. Over the last few days, I spent $3 renting a server to bring back that Battlefield 3 experience that I wanted to see if Battlefield 3 held up. And I can safely tell you, Battlefield 3 is still amazing and a lot of fun. It was a great 2 days, and I plan on going back to Battlefield 3 until Star Wars Battlefront 2 comes out. Playing this, Rainbow Six Siege, Fortnite, Shadow War, Cuphead, all of that, sprinkling Battlefield 3 in. It is great to be returning to Battlefield 3. And I recommend everybody else come back to Battlefield 3. We can revive this great game for a month. DICE or EA really need to give away the DLC for free though. That's really hurting the masterpiece that is this game, because some of its DLC was phenomenal and madly underrated. But luckily I got to play it all, and yeah, I can confirm a lot of it is amazing like you remember it. I streamed it all, so I don't really have any gameplay for that. Old strats still work. I'm able to put the mines down on the main road of St. Crossing like always, and the guy runs over it. It's the same strategies from 6 years ago. They still work. It still feels like it honestly feels like I'm playing 6 years in the past because of all the noobs in the lobby right now. It's a little crazy. I had an OG St. Crossing game in rush mode, and it just felt like I was playing Battlefield 3. And this is something that is lost in time, and I really recommend you go back if you're a Battlefield fan. It still holds up. It's one of the few games that will hold up in time, apparently. And I'm very proud of DICE and what they did with this game, and I'm proud that it holds up, and my memories of it are awesome, and that they're not ruined because of nostalgia. This is awesome. So some of the positives I want to mention is the weapon variety. Every time I died, I find myself wanting to switch guns just to try them out and see what they got. That's awesome. The movement holds up phenomenally. The parkouring, jumping over stuff, the jumping system, the speed of your character, everything feels perfect. This game nailed that. The maps are phenomenal. As you see, St. Crossing just creates so many fun moments. I've never really played St. Crossing like this, like maybe once or twice. So just being able to play St. Crossing in a new, different way that I haven't played in 6 years, that's incredible. And that goes to DICE's amazing maps. So shout out to DICE. This map is awesome, by the way. St. Crossing, mad underrated. Character lines are funny. That's another thing. The dialogue of character shouts out is absolutely funny. I gotta make another video about that. That is funny. And there's so much depth and variety of what you can do. You can run around with different weapons, different vehicles, different classes, different styles of play, whether you're camping, running and gunning, aggressive, flanking, direct, slowing them down, any different options. This game's just a lot of fun. So the negatives of Battlefield 3. It's missing its huge player base. It can barely keep a good rush server alive, aka mine, and it was struggling. It was like 9v9s, 9v10s a lot of the time. It didn't stay 12v12. That was sad. I miss my friends. Ain't nobody on anymore to play with, especially because that was 6 years ago and a lot of them moved on or they just weren't on today, so I didn't get to play with friends. HFB Stormtrooper server, Hellfire Prestige, miss that, miss him running it. He was a great server manager, man. Running a server is just mad tedious. That was not fun. I'd rather leave it to Storm. And it's missing his huge community that used to play the game and know what the heck they were doing. So there's a lot of noobs sprinkled in your game. But even with all of that, this game is still one of the greatest multiplayer games of all time. I had a blast playing it on my server. A lot of the maps, even if they are noobs, the maps still force them to play tight in close quarters and kind of show you where the enemy is. And so like on maps like Metro and Bazaar, and even sometimes on St. Crossing, choke points will naturally create whether or not they even know that they exist. And that's interesting that DICE, once again, made a way back in its vanilla version of the game to dictate the design, to dictate the flow of battle in its maps. This is what I recommended every developer doing, and this is something you pay attention to. Like, good maps, good developers do this. They make the map dictate the playstyle. Once again, DICE did it. They have an in-game way of teaching noobs. That's very interesting. Even the lower level noobs in the lobby still make it fun. And then once all the tryhards started joining the game, got a little more just they ran through us in a game of Tala Market Rush took 5 minutes. So I don't know, Battlefield 3 is still in a weird situation because the community's like completely wiped out, and it would be great to see it a little bit rejuvenated or a hardcore server come back. But all in all, my 2 days of Battlefield 3, going back to it, hardcore, finally getting my groove back, getting my skill level back, getting it going. I have to say, I highly recommend you play Battlefield 3. It was a lot of fun. I got some thank yous from people. I sent a message to all recent players. Shout out to the 360, by the way, the most social feature console, better than the Xbox One, because I got to send a message to all recent players again. That was awesome. And I got some people to respond to me. I basically said, hey, I'm starting up a good server. Can you guys come join and help me? I'm trying to revive Battlefield. And they joined, and that was that made me happy. That made me happy to be a part of a community that respects this game and the good maps of it and the experience of this game. And thanks for watching. See you out on the battlefield. Peace out.